Hey guys, I am RedHerring, and hope you guys are ready for another StarCraft 2 cast, because I'm bringing you one right now. It's going to be a Protoss vs. Protoss with my opponent Void here, spawning as the red Protoss on the top of this map, Cloud Kingdom, and on the bottom left we have myself, FTaCtHerring. So, hope you guys are doing well. And this is going to be a Protoss vs. Protoss, and as I kind of mentioned in the last video I put out, I actually I haven't played StarCraft like seriously in like probably like a few months. It's been like half a year probably, so I actually don't really know the meta game, especially in PvP, which is so meta game based. I guess they all matchups are really, but PvP is one of those mirror matchups, which is just kind of a pain to play out if you don't really know what you're doing, in terms of like what the current trends are and how to counter them and all that stuff. So I remember going into this game and I was kind of worried, honestly, because the last time I played PvP seriously, it was a it was a 4-gate war, and I remember that changing into like Blink Stalker OBS play for a while. And then I kind of left the scene, and I haven't really checked back with it until like now. So going into this game, I'm like, okay, well, the last thing I remember is that Blink Stalker play with OBS was especially prevalent on this map, just because of the wide entry in terms of Blink Stalker play that you can do on this map with all the cliffs and stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, this shouldn't be too bad. We'll see kind of how this game plays out. My opponent here, Void, I did look at his stats after this game. He is a top 8 Master League player, and although I haven't been playing too much, my my matchmaking ranking is apparently pretty high still. So I'm still getting matched up against players who are consistently active and consistent good players up in Masters League. So we'll see how this game goes. So just kicking it off, we have pretty much identical builds here. We have pretty much, okay, so I'm one worker behind, but if you look at like the production here, it is pretty similar. And here's the divergence here. I actually throw down my second gas and I steal his second gas, and he was actually going for it there, and he's kind of pissed off about that. And gas stealing again is so important in PvP. It really shouldn't happen to you if you're gas stolen. It's really bad, because it forces you to go for either expand. It's usually too late to 4-gate by the time you get your second gas stolen, even though you can try that. Some players do try that, and if this guy was to 4-gate, I would pretty much know that. So definitely a big victory for me this early in the game, getting that gas stolen and having my own gas still up and running. Sometimes you'll steal their gas and they'll steal your gas, and it's like a weird kind of game from there. But I actually do have the clear advantage coming into this game pretty much right off the bat, and it looks like he's going for this 3-stalker play, pretty popular, going for that warp gate, chrono boosted out nice and fast. And what do I have going for me? 3 gateways, and getting that sentry first. I actually did not get stalker first. I went for that sentry, and this is just because I was afraid of an early push because of this gas stealing. There could be the potential for zealot pushes or early stalker pushes really early in the game, and I wanted to deny that as much as possible. Moving out with the sentry across the map, and looks like I'll be tickling away at this probe, trying to scoot and shoot, but he does have a decent game awareness and is able to back that probe up and then save its life. And now he actually took down that gas geyser and just now putting it up. And from the way the stalkers moved out there, he actually he didn't put the gas up right after taking my gas geyser down, and seeing those stalkers pulling that sentry back. This is his vision here, this is my vision. And he does have this pylon here, and I'm actually putting a pylon there. So let's look at what I'm going for here, though. My Twilight Council is up. I'm getting that blink, as I said before. Blink play is the last known strong metagame that I know, so I'm just sticking with that. Looks like he's running up with these 3 stalkers, pushing around, sees the 2 sentries, tickling him there. Has 5 stalkers now because of that warp in, and he's still running on 3 gates. I actually let one of my I whiffed the force field, let one stalker up, and he does kill off one of my sentries, trying to get the force field's nice and crisp. There's a nice crisp point, but look at this. I actually don't have enough energy for another force field. I'm trying to warp in sentries as fast as possible. If you can look at my gas count, it's really on the edge here as to if I can get sentries to force field in time. And now I have enough for one force field right now. Keep in mind he did kill one of my sentries, which had energy, which is quite unfortunate. And now I again have one force field and warping in one more. I need to play this super safe, because if this guy gets up the ramp, these sentries with no energy are completely worthless. But I am doing a nice job here keeping these stalkers out. I wasn't sure at this point if he was going for Blink 2. I assumed he was, just because of the high stalker count. It looks like he's actually not, though. He's going for this early expansion. And keep in mind, I do have this probe over here, which he has not scouted for. So warping in a stalker to tickle down this pylon here, I'm not worried at this point. As soon as I have this number of sentries here, these 5 sentries, I can perma force field this ramp, basically, in all effectiveness. And it looks like he's trying to move this probe up, get a little high ground sight, and warp in zealots here. And if I had let that happen, again, that would have been kind of an ugly situation for me, because of all his ranged stalkers been able to fire on all my units. And I really don't have the most efficient force for fighting like that. Oh, misclick. I'm a little rusty. Nice blink there, as my blink tech is up. And I'm trying to get the force field down. Nice force field on the ramp. And looks like he's focusing down that sentry there, focus down that zealot, focus down another stalker. And I'm trying to chase after him as best I can. Trying to focus down that stalker, but gets out of range. And keep in mind, I do have blink, so I will be able to catch up to him, because he does not. And nice trying to save that stalker there. And trying to focus down the stalkers as best as I can, scoot and shooting my way, and things are not looking good for him at this point. Steel gas OP, yeah, it kind of is. PvP, a lot of it comes down to this early game type of opening here. If I can get the gas count I need for my blink play, and he doesn't, then it's kind of over. If I play it out right. So putting down that pylon at his natural, and he tried to focus that down, realizes that's not happening. Microwaving my stalkers a little bit, and he's not very happy about this. But yeah, that's GG basically. And I know this was not the most exciting back and forth game recorded, but I did want to showcase it PvP. This was a decent game played in terms of micro ability and stuff like that. Hopefully I will get PVTs out soon. I have not played one of those in a while, but I will definitely try and do that. So again, I think it came down to the gas deal. Really, everything kind of stemmed from that. I would have gone for a 4-gate if I was him instead of a 3-gate. The 3-gate push was kind of like a mediocre build. It's not going to kill me. He can't have expected to kill me. He's trying to cover the expansion, but just a strong 1-base blink out of mine just completely shuts that down. So more of a build order loss than anything. But yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll have more content out soon. Thanks, guys.